And I know we have the same men in America today. They're in Afghanistan right now. They're fighting right now, just as this hero soldier fought for us right now and got blown up by one of the Islamo-fascist roadside bombs. But I take a look at the commander-in-chief and I ask myself, did those men die so that this communist street agitation can take over this country and destroy us? Is that what they gave their lives for? I ask myself with tears in my eyes as I watch these shows about World War II and Korea and Vietnam. I ask myself, how in the world can the people be so dumb as to not see the revolution that has occurred right in front of their eyes? A revolution, a virtual revolution by an overt, outright anti-American man in the White House. Everywhere you turn, you see the devastation that this man has wrought, whether it means the decimation of the military, the destruction of our capacity to fight back on a nuclear level, the secret agent inside the Defense Department named Hagel. Wherever you turn, you see the devastation. And you ask yourself, now he wants to flood America with 5 million illegal aliens who will never, ever assimilate to this country, who will spit on the flag, never learn the language, never give a damn about the culture. He is not God. He is only a man, and he can be stopped. But I will tell you something that I hate having to tell you because I told it to you too many times. Boehner and McConnell want the amnesty as much as he does, or this would never have gotten this far. Don't listen to that guy gargling on his whatever. I don't even want to use any of these parodies anymore. It doesn't make me happy. The Republican mainstream party thinks that you went to the polls and reelected them. They actually believe that you put them back in power because you want the Better Business Bureau to run this country. They don't understand what actually happened. These two old men are not capable of leading the Republican Party. And they should step aside and let the young bloods run the Republican Party. They're the ones who know what the people want. Interesting article in the New York Times. It said, President Obama is poised to ignore stark warnings that executive action on immigration would amount to violating our laws and would be, quote, very difficult to defend legally, close quote. Listen to this. Those warnings came not from Republican lawmakers, but from Mr. Obama himself. He said that such executive action would, quote, violate our laws and, quote, be very difficult to defend legally. The New York Times is pointing that out. And so, therefore, he said many times in the past that he said if we start broadening that, then essentially I'll be ignoring the law in a way that I think would be very difficult to defend legally. So even the New York Times is noting that Obama's executive action plan would reverse his own positions, and that such actions would be legally easily overturned. So here we are. He's being forced to do this by the radicals around him, breaking up America, breaking up our borders, destroying our language, decimating our culture. It's a very, very serious issue, and we need a very strong reaction from the people and from the government. And let me tell you something else. If they want street riots in this country, if they think Ferguson is going to be a riot over a grand jury decision, you know what? Maybe 10 million or 30 million Americans ought to consider civil disobedience against this president if he dares trample our Constitution. Think about it.